lot of our clients, when they get audited, it's usually about three things. One is their past audit history. When you look at a state that if they come in and to one of our clients or a taxpayer and they find money, they find errors in the sales and use tax collection and remittance process or the use tax process, then they are apt to come back multiple times. And so that is a large driver of why our clients are audited and what triggers audits for them is that past history. So one of the things that we try to do when we are working with our clients on a day in, day out basis is to make sure that, our process is comprehensive, that we are taking care of all of their tax decisions. The less errors that we can find, or the less errors they find on subsequent audits, the less likely that they will come back, the state will come back over and over. So that's one of the ways that we help our clients. We actually had a client, it's been a client for 15 years. When we first started, they probably had around 30 audits over a 3-year period, and it had a lot to do with the past audit history. After we had been working with them over that first 3 years, the next 3-year cycle, we cut that in half to roughly 15 audits. And then now they probably get 5 or 6 audits over a 3-year period. Another trigger for clients and audits is when they file large refund claims or they file amended returns. Several states have rules in place that if they receive a large refund claim, then they are required to do an audit of the taxpayer as well. And so when you file large refund claims, many of our clients will be audited as a result of that. And the goal there for the state standpoint is they're looking to offset some of that refund amounts. At Clarus, one of the things that we do to help with that from our client perspective is if we know that there's refunds, if we know that there is refund opportunities, then we closely evaluate whether it makes sense to file that refund claim, knowing that we may trigger an audit. We evaluate that. We take a collaborative approach with the client. We discuss it, and then we make a decision on how to move forward. We oftentimes will work with the client to just secure prospective savings, meaning we fix all of the issues that created the refunds and make sure that they don't continue to overpay that sales tax. And then that way we're accomplishing both reducing those sales taxes for our client and making sure we're not triggering an audit. So that is the second area that we see. The third area that we see is if our clients, their customers or their vendors are being audited. For example, we'll have a customer and we might have sold products to them and they're currently being audited by a state. And as part of that audit, the state is looking at our invoices to see if we charge sales tax and at the right amount. If that is not correct, they will not only audit the client, but then they will schedule an audit for our client as well, or for the taxpayer. So oftentimes you see where our clients' vendors and our clients' customers, if they're being audited, that can trigger an audit on our side, especially if we're not doing things correctly and making sure that that we're charging the right amount of tax.